This is the live music showcase from WMNF and WMNF.org, and we're broadcasting live from the Mike Eisenstadt Performance Studio here at WMNF. And today on the show, we got a great entertainer, Billy Buchanan. He's got his orchestra here with him too, and we're going to have a good time in the next 55. I'm Bill Dudley, and I'm going to let Billy take it away with a song. What's the first one you're going to do here, Bill?
First tune we're going to do is "Show You Right." It's off my album, The Music Man. So here we go. You got a thing about you, girl, it's no secret. You're easy on the eyes. Show your eye, yeah. The way you move, my darling, your every motion takes my breath away. Yes, you do, baby. Show your right, yeah. You make me wanna say, ooh, mama, show your right. I love it when you touch me. You send the shivers up and down my spine. Yes, you do, baby. Show your right. You make me wanna say, ooh, mama, show you right. Yeah, now. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Can't stop thinking about you. The thought of your presence gives me butterflies. Show you right, show you right, yeah. You make me wanna say, ooh, mama, show you right. Woo! Do, 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 do.
Mighty fine. Billy Buchanan, our guest on today's live music showcase. Billy, why don't you introduce your sidekick here, if you would, please?
This is my awesome keyboardist, Alex Richmond. She makes me sound good every night.
She
man.
is good.
Yeah, she's really good.
And singing vocal harmonies as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to the place where you are now, and you're appearing on the radio here at WMNF.
Okay, well, the short version. Originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Been a musician as long as I can remember. I remember being literally 7 years old, and all my friends would be outside playing kickball, and I was the guy inside listening to my dad's Earth, Wind and Fire and Al Green albums and Hendrix, and I was just that kid, you know. So music has always been my passion. It's always, I never desired to be a fireman or a policeman or not. I wanted to be a musician, you know, and And around 11 or 12, I started playing guitar. I saw Prince, actually. We were talking about that earlier when we were, off camera. He's the reason I picked up the guitar. I saw like the
Prince,
little
all
oh
right.
gosh, he was huge for me. So yeah, man, music has always been my love. My mom saw that in me really early. She made sure I was in every choir class, music class, band, drama, whatever it had music in it. She was like, "You go do that," 'cause she just knew it was my love,
A very savvy mom.
Awesome mom. She still is amazing. But graduated high school, moved to Atlanta. Really jumped into the music scene there. That's kind of where I really cut my teeth, as far as like doing the whole band thing and learning how to be a professional musician. Got a record deal while I was in Atlanta. Moved to Nashville, probably 1999 or 2000. Signed a deal while I was there. Toured with a band called Fusebox for about 10 years. And toured with a ton of other national artists and stuff out of Nashville. Moved to Florida in 2007 and kind of reinvented myself a bit. Kind of got back to the music that I love. Playing a lot of old soul, early rock stuff like Little Richard and Chuck Berry and Sam Cooke and Ray Charles and all that music that I just loved coming up, as a kid. Met awesome people like Alex, who, man, as soon as I heard her play, I was like, she gets it.
Well, it
so
compliments,
it's been awesome.
compliments what you're doing. Pretty
Yes,
well,
yeah. She probably doesn't remember this quote, but she said this to me. I hope this doesn't embarrass her, but she said, "You love this music, but I was there when it came out." So it's been a really good fit. We have actually a really great band. We were not able to bring them all here, but we have a really cool band. My rock and soul review, and we play a lot of that early music. Most of my original music is very influenced by that era. So St. Augustine is where I live, and it's been really, really good for me to kind of get back to music I love and find my voice. It has been awesome because this last couple of years, man, things have really been taking off. So it's been cool.
Wow.
So,
well, that's a good bio. That's
Yeah,
good.
man.
That's just the right length, Just
Was that
the right
perfect? Was that good? Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. So do us another song. We'll talk some more.
Awesome. This tune, speaking of older artists, this tune is called Sam and Otis. It's off of my album Fact, Fiction, and Other Contradictions, which is my last album. Not my newest album, but the one before it. It's about Sam Cooke. It's my homage to Sam Cooke and Otis Redding, told within the context of a story. So hope you enjoy it. All right. Make sure my tempo's right. Because I also don't want to be playing the wrong tempo, right? That would be bad, right?
Wouldn't
1,
work.
2, 3. Some would say I'm Mr. Pitiful. Can't seem to get this girl off of my mind. Cupid, draw back your bow because she's coming over just to spend a little time. I'm gonna play up some vintage records, hoping maybe she will finally see. Cause Sam Cooke and Otis Redding are more than qualified to speak for me. Sam and Otis, have you noticed that I need you now? Sam and Otis, counting on you, so don't let me down. Yeah, that's right. Now as she listens, I get to thinking, oh, what a wonderful world it would be to hold her in these arms of mine from this moment till eternity. Now I would tell her, girl, you send me like a rocket headed straight for the moon, sitting on the dock of the bed, underneath the starry sky with you. Sam, you notice, have you noticed that I need you now? Sam, you notice, counting on you, so don't let me down. Cause nobody does it quite the way that you two fellas did. All those soulful songs about love, they should do the trick. Sam, you notice, have you noticed that I need you now? Sam, you notice, counting on you, so don't let me down. Sam, don't let me down. Yeah. Don't let me down.
Great song.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Billy Buchanan is our guest on today's live music showcase here from WMNF in Tampa. I'd like to shout out our thanks to our great live music showcase crew. Today on video cameras, we got Marcy and Tom Connors. Richard Stone is in the house too. He's our YouTube producer. Later on, you can watch this show on YouTube. But right now, you can be watching us live on Facebook at LMSWMNF. That's how you get there on Facebook. Send us a like, send us a shout, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Let's keep this thing going here. So watch us on Facebook here on the Live Music Showcase. Our sound today is being handled by the master himself, Mark Perfetti at the controls, assisted today by Joe Remo. And thanks to Mark and Joe making it happen on the audio portion. The video portion is directed by Bob Hoke, and the producer of this whole thing, Steve Arduengo. He's in the control room. If you want to communicate with him, just give us a call here at 813-239-9663 if you want to say anything to us, questions, or any question for Billy or request or whatever. Some of your fans out there. Or you can email us here at the control room at dj@wmnf.org. That's our request email address. Yeah, check it out on Facebook. It's all live, folks. It's where it's at.
Man, you should have gave my fans like that, because that open door, because man, they'll be requesting some really like rare Otis Redding song from his first album or something, you know.
So you have done whole tribute shows for all of these artists.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually have a whole other thing that I do. You know, I have an actor's heart too. I grew up, you know, all kinds of doing plays and stuff in high school, and I've done big productions on the road and stuff. But I wrote a production called The Pioneers of Rock and Soul, where I'm totally in character as Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Ray Charles, Sam Cooke. Wow. I do David Ruffin from The Temptations.
And you do costume changes?
The whole deal, man. Wigs and makeup, buddy.
Yeah, wow.
And playing live. Like, actually, she's done shows with me where I have a full band behind me, and it's pretty insane. We've sold out theaters all throughout Florida, and yeah, we're trying to take this thing to Vegas, man. So
wow, geez,
yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. That's a whole nother part of what I do, you know.
Wow, that's great. I'd like to hear that.
Hey, man, it's out there.
Yeah.
Just search it, Billy Buchanan on Facebook, and you'll be surprised what you find.
Sounds good. Well, let's have another song, and then we'll talk some more.
Cool. This is a tune of mine called The Music Man. It's actually the title track from my 2011, I believe it was. 2009 when this album.
Time flies.
It really does, man. I think it was 2011 this album came out, the Music Man album. Anyway, this is the title track. Enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap your hands, do your dance as you sing along with me. You hear the strum, feel the drums, move your body to the beat. You just wanna let it loose and go out in your boogie shoes. I'm the one brings the fun, I'm the life of the party. You can call me Mr. Song and Dance, or better yet, I'm the music man. Na na na, na na na. I'm the music man. Na na na. Na na na, yeah. I'm the music man. Yeah. I can take you back to yesterday if you wanna get away. Rewind back in time to a cherished memory. I can be the one to help you reminisce about those glory days you so dearly miss. Whatever your music needs, I'm the guy who's there to please. I'm here to help you to enhance your ever-changing life. I'm the music man. Na na na, na na na, yeah. I'm the music man. na 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 na. I'm the music man, yeah. Yes, I am. Music man, yeah. Yes, I am. I even write the sad songs to make you cry when your sweetie pie has said goodbye. Whatever your music needs, I'm the girl who's there to please. You can listen to me anywhere or anytime. I'm the music man. Na na na, na na na. I'm the music man. Na na na, na na na. I'm the music man, yeah. Na na na, na na na. I'm the music man. Na na na, na na na. I'm the music man. Yes, I am. I'm the music man. Yes, I am.
Yeah, the Music Man is here, Billy Buchanan, along with Alex on the keys and harmony
Killing
vocals.
it. Killing
Yes,
it.
yes, yes. So your music and the stuff that you do goes way back to the birth of rock and roll in
Yes,
this
sir.
country. And also, you and I are both from Cleveland, which, as we know,
Whoop,
is the
whoop.
home of rock and
That's
roll.
right.
And
Don't you
the-
forget it, people.
And the place, the radio station where the term rock and roll was first applied to a certain kind of music,
Yes, sir.
which was rhythm and blues. And the DJ, Alan Freed, credited with originating the term as applied to music. And as I
I like
understand,
you, Bill. I
as-
like you, man.
well, those of us of a certain age grew up with some of this lore.
Yeah.
I always heard that Alan Freed had a show on what was the station in
Wasn't
Cleveland?
the Moondog show? Wasn't that the first thing you
Yeah,
did?
yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the callers.
Right.
Anyway, he'd play rhythm and blues music
Right.
and black music. Although he was a guy from New York City, I understand. But he would open up the mic very quietly, and he would slap a phone book in time with the music, and he would shout rock, rock,
Oh,
rock,
wow.
and he'd be whamming on this phone book, just mix it in with the music, and he'd be shouting along with the music, and
Unbelievable. He was a character, man.
he started calling it rock and roll,
Wow.
and then he left Cleveland, went to New York, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he died early too.
he
right in his 40s,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
wasn't that old,
Yeah.
but he had some problems in
Right,
New York.
yes,
He got into
yes.
some
Payola.
He got into some payola.
Yes.
not to beat around the bush
Right.
with that.
Right.
And in 1958, I used to come home from school every day. Of course, I was in my cradle, but I used to come home from school every day and write down, listen to my favorite show on KYW, which was the Counting Down the Top 40,
Yeah.
with two DJs named Wes Hopkins and Joe Finan. And they were on in the afternoons, and I would get off school bus and I'd go up to my room and I'd turn on the radio and I'd be doing my homework and stuff, and I'd write and I'd keep track of what records were on the top because they count them down every
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah.
One day I came and turned on and they were gone. They were gone, and there was some other guy on there, and I said, "What happened? They're both gone." And that was the day the payola scandal hit.
Wow.
And 1958, and
Wow. What a great story.
yeah, and a whole bunch of people suddenly disappeared from the airwaves.
Unbelievable.
And that night, I tuned into my other station that I used to listen to, WJW. Casey Kasem was on
Yeah.
there. He was a
Now,
young
That's
guy.
what I grew up
He was a young guy, and he was like doing his first gig, and he did a whole tirade about payola and allowed as how he would never
Mm-hmm.
have done anything like that. And sure enough, he never was actually sullied by that whole thing like all those other DJs.
Right.
So you're paying tribute to a lot of that
Yeah,
kind of
man,
stuff.
it's such a huge part of what I do. And I think, honestly, I it's a funny story. I remember, I'm one of these guys that I can dabble into a little bit of anything. I really did come up listening to a lot of different kinds of music, and so man, I've been in reggae bands, I've been in pop bands, I've been in country bands, I've just done the whole gamut. And but it's funny. So early on, when I moved to St. Augustine, I was doing some live shows, and I remember this one lady coming up to me, and I was playing all the stuff that was on the radio at the time or whatever, you know. But I would, you know, every now and then I'd play an Otis Redding song or Sam Cooke or something, and this one lady walks up to me, and she goes, "You need to keep singing that stuff." And I said,
That's what she wanted here.
Well, her point was this. She goes, "When you sing that, I believe you.
Yeah.
When you're singing all this other stuff, it's fine. You play it fine, but I don't believe you. But when you sing this stuff, I believe you." And man, that really stuck with me. And I was like, you know what, man, she's right. Because at the end of the day, as a musician, you really want to be true, you know? Because I think that's, when you're true to whoever you are, whatever you do, people, it really resonates with people. They see it, man. People can see through that stuff a mile away, right? It's like, okay, this guy believes this, you know? Whether it's good, bad. And I always tell people, man, it's not about your voice or how great you are. I mean, I can name off a ton of rock singers who are horrible singers, but you believe them because they're doing what's passionate to them, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, yeah.
Billy Buchanan, our guest on today's live music showcase here from WMNF in Tampa. You can be watching us live on Facebook at LMSWMNF. Send us a like and a subscription and all that good stuff. And you can also contribute to this radio station. All you got to do is go to WMNF.org, hit the tip jar for a tax-deductible contribution. In a few weeks, we'll be talking about that a whole lot more, and we need your support to keep live music on there because we believe in live music, right?
Amen.
Yeah. Do us another song there, William.
All right, this is a tune of mine called "Long Gone" off the Music Man album. It's just the one that got away song, you know. Hope you enjoy. 2, 3. I saw you yesterday, hanging out. You were hand in hand with your new love, and I grew sick inside at the thought that for 7 years, girl, you were mine. I said I needed space, said I wanted time. This is not what I had in mind. I was so wrong. Now you're long gone, and I'm still hanging on to what could have been. I know it's all my fault. You're long gone. Long gone. You wanted a wedding vows and a band of gold, but I was satisfied with the way it was. I thought I was strong enough to let you go, yeah. But without you here, I've no strength at all. I said I couldn't breathe. I said I felt confined. Now I wish you were here tonight. I was so wrong. Now you're long gone, and I'm still hanging on to what could have been. I know it's all my fault. You're long gone. Yeah. Tell me how to build my life without you, baby. 'Cause every day it's hard to just Said I need a spade. Said I wanted time. This is not what I had in mind. I was so wrong. Now you're long gone, and I'm still hanging on to what could have been. I know it's all my fault. I was so wrong. Now you're long gone, yeah. And I'm still hanging on to what could have been. I know it's all my fault. You're long gone. Long gone.
Oh, that's a sad one.
It is pretty sad, isn't it?
It is.
'Cause I didn't get the girl. I mean, she's gone. That's okay. I've done
man.
better. I've done better since then, though.
No.
I'm just saying, it's a long time ago. But
Billy Buchanan is our guest on today's live music showcase here from WMNF in Tampa. He's got a website, billybuchanan.org. If you're challenged as a spelling person, as I know I am, you can spell that BILLYBUCHANAN. Right?
yes,
All
I always
right.
tell people my last name is spelled like your 15th president. And
Yes.
they go,
Who's that?
"There's a president with your last name?"
Garfield?
That's hilarious. I go, "It's the guy before Lincoln."
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that
exactly,
guy.
that guy,
Yeah,
right,
yeah, Jefferson. John Quincy.
He's got a great sense of humor.
So you got some gigs around. You got one gig here, right?
Yeah, tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
All right, and that is at Ella's Americana Folk Art Cafe.
Yeah, we drove by it on our way in. I was like, "Ooh, that's a cool looking place."
It
Really
is a
fun
very
tonight.
cool place,
Yeah.
and you're there tonight at 10 o'clock. Starting at 10 o'clock tonight. Got any other gigs in the area, or you headed back home after this?
Man, I'm always playing somewhere. I think,
Well, they can check the website.
yeah, BillyBuchanan.org, folks. Just go there. You can see all my dates.
Yeah.
Find me. I'm always somewhere. I got to make a living.
Yeah, that's it. So we want to say hi to Alex, who's
Yes.
the keyboard person here today. She sings, she plays keyboard.
Alex has got a great story. She probably won't tell you all of it, but
Can you talk, Alex? Just a little bit.
I actually am capable of speech.
Good. Well, you seemed shy before. I didn't want to make you uncomfortable in any way. So what's your story?
Well, I showed up in St. Augustine after taking a sailboat ride down the Intracoastal Waterway.
Always a good thing.
Yep. Got off at St. Augustine, said, "Hey, I'm staying here."
Literally.
As so many have done.
Yep. And as a denizen of Facebook, I discovered Billy was looking for a keyboard player. And I said,
This is not too long ago, though, right?
No, it was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I said, I can play keyboards.
Yeah.
And
And I know all this music, right?
Well, tell me about how you got to where you're playing all this stuff. I mean, did you grow up playing this music? And
Interestingly
what's your
enough,
story?
yeah, there is definitely a story there. I was forbidden to listen to rock and roll as a child. It was
No.
classical or nothing.
Where was this?
This was in New York. I grew up in New York.
Goodness.
No popular music allowed in the house. And
Just
so-
Mozart.
Yeah, Mozart, Beethoven, Bartok, all those guys. So I used to borrow my friends' transistor radios and sneak them into my book bag and listen to music under my pillow at night.
Yeah.
And I kept my little notebook of my favorite songs, like Mary Wells was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Mary
Barbara
Wells.
Lewis,
Yeah,
and
Barbara Lewis.
and I
Puppy
wrote-
Love.
No,
was my favorite.
She did Hello Stranger.
Well, she did, but Puppy Love was my favorite.
Yeah, I don't even know that one. So, and at some point around there, I realized I could actually play anything I heard.
on the keys.
Yeah, I didn't need the music for it. I could just hear it on the radio and go, yeah, I could play that. So
Really?
started doing that.
But you'd already been playing your classical lessons and stuff like that, so you had your chops.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So developed the ear, and my singing was not so great at the time. That
But-
sort of came later.
So did you then follow a career in music, or did you work other things and then just come back to
Well-
music, or what'd you do after that?
I went to college, and after my first year, during my first year, I stuck my name on a little notice on the laundromat wall saying piano player available. And what do you know? Somebody called me. It took off from there. And
Really?
I ended up leaving school and going on the road with the band, and
Rock and roll?
pretty much it was classic rock. Well, classic rock, that's what it was at the time.
Cover
But
songs?
yeah, we did a lot of blues too, because I love blues. But we did a lot of blues, and we did some originals. I was writing stuff. Our lead singer was writing stuff, and we
Right.
ended up in Chicago, actually doing some pretty neat stuff. We opened for the Allman Brothers for about a week before they were famous,
Oh, my.
and let's see, 10 Wheel Drive and Cold Blood and
I
some other
remember them,
people.
yeah, wow.
So we were doing that. And then the band broke up, and I went to LA and recorded an album and stayed there for a while and did a bunch of stuff. And
Ended up in St. Augustine.
yeah, through a few more convolutions.
A few more peregrinations, as
Yeah.
Gamble
Adventures.
Rogers used to say.
Yeah,
That's
Of the
amazing.
St. Augustine guy.
yeah.
Well, that's great. Oh, I'm glad I asked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a short version, right? That's like,
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's have another song.
Cool.
We'll
This
talk
one's
some more.
called "Remember When." Speaking of childhood, this song is totally about my childhood. Just it's funny you become an adult, man. You're just like, I really wish that I could go back there. Life was really simple, right?
We always think that. I wonder if it was.
I don't know, man.
Not mine.
I guess it didn't feel. You know what? I guess it didn't feel that way then. But looking back, compared to what
Because you only remember the simple parts.
that what it
the
is?
good parts, right?
Maybe, I
That's
don't
got to
know.
be it.
yeah. Well, we're all nostalgic, right? So this is my nostalgia song. So enjoy. 1, 2, 3. Remember all the games we used to play, like red light, green light, and hide and go see. We ignore our curfew and procrastinate, then rush home before the lights lit up the street. Mom would be on the front porch waiting, making sure we weren't delaying. We'd sometimes make it just in the nick of time. So give me a crayon and a piece of paper. Give me the taste of a now and later. Give me a bat and a ball. Life was so simple then. Remember when? Anticipating Friday after school. We couldn't wait to get our play clothes on. Now we get as dirty as we wanted to, then track mud on the carpet just for fun. Cartoons on a Saturday morning would always take away the boredom when we were stuck inside on a rainy day. So give me a crayon and a piece of paper. Give me the taste of a now and later. Give me a bat and a ball. Life was so simple then. Remember when? Play it, Alex. years are gone forever. I can't help but smile whenever I think of all the fun we used to have. So give me a crayon and a piece of paper. Give me the taste of it now and later. Give me a bat and a ball. Life was so simple then. Remember when? Give me a ride on a big wheel. Give me a cape, I'll be the man of steel. Give me a bat and a ball. Life was so simple then. Remember when? Yeah. Life was so simple then. Remember when?
Mighty fine. Music from Billy Buchanan. He's our guest, along with Alex Richmond on the Live Music Showcase here today from WMNF in Tampa. You can watch us on Facebook at LMS WMNF. You can watch us tonight on YouTube, courtesy of our YouTube producer, Mr. Richard Stone, who's in the house today. We're happy to have him. We have our own YouTube channel, and that is WMNF 885 FM. That's how you get to it. And our shows, God, we've got about 3 or 4 years worth of shows on there now. We got a whole bunch of them.
Wow.
So check that out. And I'd like to acknowledge our great Live Music Showcase crew, Mark Perfetti, mixing it today, as he does most days behind the board there, assisted today by Joe Remo. Our video director, Bob Hoke, and our camera people today, Marcy and Tom Connors. Our producer of this whole radio show is Steve Arduango, who you can get in touch with right now during the show at 813-239-9663 in the control room. That's our DJ request line. You can send him an email at dj@wmnf.org during the show. Now, other times, if you've got somebody you think ought to be on the show, or you yourself want to have a chance at stardom, right? You can send us an email. Send Steve an email at livemusic@wmnf.org. That's how you get to us. Livemusic@wmnf.org. Steve is the man. Steve Arduango, he's the guy that does the booking for this show, figures out how to fit it all together. So couldn't do it without that guy. So Billy, tell us about your songwriting process.
Wow.
Is that a big order?
I don't think so.
You write a lot of songs.
I do. I always tell people this, and I love performing, man. It's how I make my living. I've been making my living doing it for a really long time. But if I ever had to make the decision to write, just write, or to perform, I'd pick songwriting any day of the week. It's the reason I got into music. And the reason I say that is because when I think back, as a kid, I was always the one who would open up all the album covers, and I'd look to see who did what. Who wrote this song, who played on this song, who produced the song. I was just always interested in that stuff, And it was weird. For me, picking up the guitar was because I needed something to back up what I was coming up with in my head. Even early on, like I'd write these little silly songs. Well, I need something to play behind this. That's the main reason I wanted to play guitar, was to accompany, I didn't know that word at the time, but to accompany these songs I was writing. So songwriting always came really natural to me. And yeah, it is definitely, it's always been my outlet. I'm a horrible debater. Like, my little brother's a great debater. I hate getting in debates with my little brother because he can just, even when I'm right, he still makes me feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. You know people like that? That's my little brother, So writing was always the way for me to get it out of my head and put it down and go, okay, that's how I feel about it right there, And I don't want to say anything else because that's it. That's how I feel about it in that song, So it's definitely been my love and my outlet, and it's funny because I've never made a lot of money writing songs. I mean, I play my music, when I do my shows and stuff. But as far as like, you hear about these guys. I know tons of songwriters who their songs get cut by all these major artists and they go on to make millions. I've never been that guy. Even though I think I write pretty good songs, it just never happened for me.
Well,
but as of late,
it could still happen.
Yeah, and as of late, like I just recently, one of my songs, The Joneses, we're going to play it in a little bit. It was featured in a new TV show called Lodge 49 on AMC. It was a brand new show. Came out, I guess, what was it, August 6th? Is that correct? And it premiered on the very first episode. It was right in the middle of the show. And honestly, it was really low in the background, but it was in there. It's okay, because the music director's like, I love you, man. I'm going to use you for future episodes and stuff. So the door is definitely opening up for me, but it's taken a lot of years, a lot of plugging away at it. But man, I think it's probably good for me, because I write now just for the love of it. I'm not trying to get famous with it. If it happens, fine, but
When you write a song, do you have a person in mind that you're writing to, or you have
it happens.
You visualize somebody out there?
It happens all kinds of ways, man. Literally, there have been times I'll wake up in the middle of the night and having a complete song in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Lyrics, chord progression, the whole deal. Then there are times, man, where I slave away for years on a song. It's just the process is always really different. Just depends on the inspiration, and I mean, there have been times where when I lived in Nashville, the record label would set me up with these major songwriters, and I'd sit down and we'd go, okay, let's write a song. About what? You know what I mean? Those were always the hardest for me, because it was like, there was no inspiration there, But then there's times where I'll be in my car and I'll maybe hear some old Stevie Wonder tune or something, and it'll spark something in me, and I'll turn the radio on and goes, man, I got a great idea for a song. And just because I heard some cool tune that Stevie was doing, it sparked something in me. So it just happens all sorts of ways. But yeah, I love writing, man. Again, it's my love, it's my passion, and it's cool because during my shows I play a lot of cover stuff, but I get more and more people are like, play your stuff. So tonight we're doing an all original set at Ellis.
Okay, because people say that to you
all the time, man. Play your music. We love your music. So it's getting cool these days,
Wow, that's great.
We're playing 2 hours of original music tonight, so we're hoping we're not going to mess it all up,
well,
right?
I hope you're doing some of the songs that you're doing.
Yeah,
today,
we are, man.
Done some good ones. Well, do another one for us.
All right, I have a new, I guess it's pretty new, a new EP out called Shag Shuffle, Shimmy Shake Swing Volume 1. Let's say that one more time. Shag Shuffle, Shimmy Shake Swing Volume 1. The title of the EP is a nod to the dances from the 50s and 60s.
No waltzes on there.
No waltzes, man. I couldn't fit that in. It didn't sound cool.
It doesn't start with an S.
Right, exactly. See, you're in my head, Bill. You're in my head. So all the tunes on this EP kind of have that flavor, and this is one of them. It's called Working for a Living. It's just for the working men and women out there, slaving, doing the 9 to 5. This is for you. Enjoy. 1, 2, 3. Supposed to leave right at 5. Still here, it's 8:45. For stuff the month, the bills are due. I need the money, what's a man to do? I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living till my days are done. The family needs food to eat, warm beds where they can sleep, clothes on their backs, shoes on their feet. Let me tell you, boy, that ain't cheap. I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living till my days are done. Come on now. Ow, chaka-lacka, 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 chaka-lacka. I clock out, rush out the door, get home late, my dinner's cold. I take a shower and turn in. At 6 a.m. it starts all over again. I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living till my days are done. I work hard every day to get ahead in this race. No, the ends I haven't met yet. I'm still living from check to check. I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living till my days are done. I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living till my days are done. Come on now, chop. chakalaka, 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 chakalaka. I'm a working for a living.
Working for a living.
I'm a working for a living. I'm a working for a living till my days are done. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he puts that gospel ending on
Yeah,
there.
you like that?
Billy Buchanan is our guest on today's live music showcase here. Billy Buchanan spells his name Buchanan, just like that president.
That's right. That's right.
And you can check out all that he's into at billybuchanan.org. And I'm sure he's got those other social media things handled also.
All the links are there. Yep.
Yeah, that's all there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, going to be appearing tonight at Ella's on North Nebraska Avenue there. Ella's Americana Folk Art Cafe. Billy Buchanan with his master keyboard player,
Yes.
Alex
The
Richmond.
genius.
Yeah. Are you going to do us a song, Alex?
Wow.
I'm not.
Think you could?
Oh, she can. Are we allowed to play cover songs on here?
Of course you are.
Well, I didn't know. Sometimes you're not.
No, you can do anything you want.
You want to do? You want to do?
I'd
Something?
love to hear something. I mean,
Oh, twist my arm.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
You wanna do,
Don't make us take a vote here.
You want to do? You want to do? How about At Last? No. No. No, you don't have to. How about Aretha? Since Aretha just passed away.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Gonna do right?
Okay. We only played that together one time, so let's see. I'm scared.
Oh no.
Wait, well, can you do it in?
Hey, it's live radio, folks.
I know. Let's do Chain of Fools, man. I'm not,
Okay,
Yeah, is
let's
that
Chain
cool?
of Fools.
Yeah, you're scaring me.
We don't want you to be scared.
I don't want to be scared, you know? You get the cut. All right, ready?
A chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. A chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. 5 long years I thought you were my man. I found out, oh, I'm just a link in your chain. You got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. Treated me mean. Oh, you treated me cruel. Oh, yes, you did. Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
A chain, chain, chain.
Chain of Fools.
Every chain has got a weak link. I might be weak, yeah. Oh, I bear the strain. Oh, well, you told me to leave you alone. And my father said to come on home. And my doctor said to take it easy. Oh, but your loving is much too strong. I'm headed to your chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. A chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. One of these mornings, the chain is gonna break. Until then, yeah, I'm gonna take all I can take. Oh, yes, I will. Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
A chain, chain, chain.
Chain of Fools.
A chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
A chain, chain, chain.
Chain of Fools. Chain of Fools. Chain of Fools.
Chain of
Alex Richmond, y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked. Thank you, Alex.
My pleasure.
Excellent, excellent. You've been listening to music here live on WMNF in Tampa. I'm Bill Dudley. Mark Perfetti mixing it up today in the control room, assisted by Joe Remo. Our video crew today, Bob Hoke directing, Marcy and Tom Connors on the cameras, and Steve Arduengo produces this here radio show. Reach us at livemusic@wmnf.org. And today's show, you've been listening to Billy Buchanan, along with Alex Richmond on the keys and harmonies. And we've got about 3.5 minutes to go. You got a long song
tune,
you can
one tune,
put in
huh?
there. You can do a medley of two.
Let's do Love Me Right. It's a little duet that we do together, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty good. So make sure the video guy knows this. We're doing Love Me Right, video guy.
Yeah. yeah.
So he has a right song title, right below the
Yeah. Oh, I
video.
see.
Yeah.
As far as labeling the songs
Exactly.
later on.
Right. 'Cause
Right.
we-
Yeah. Yeah.
He's smiling.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Richard.
Yeah. Yeah, watch our show tonight on YouTube at our own YouTube channel, WMNF 885 FM, courtesy of Richard Stone, our YouTube producer. And we'll see you next week on the Live Music Showcase here from WMNF in Tampa. Billy, Alex, thank you so much for coming on our show
Thanks for
today.
having us so much. And Alex, you did a great job. Just because I forget to tell you, you killed it. All right, anyway. Let's have some fun. 1, 2, 3, 1. Now let us take it right from the start.
Walking hand in hand in the park,
Staring into each other's eyes.
losing any concept of time.
Long before we withered and soured.
You used to bring me candy and flowers.
I'd rather give you nothing at all.
If it's not coming straight from the heart,
You got to love me right. Hold me tight all night. Can't you see I'm lonely? 'Cause everything is better, baby, when you love me right. I miss the days when we would play house.
now you'd rather sleep on the couch.
We used to sit and cuddle for hours.
And now you're hardly ever around. Oh,
The two of us have taken a vow
to love as long as time will allow.
So don't forget the words that we swore, baby.
For better words or is a fool.
You got to love me right. Hold me tight all night. Can't you see I'm lonely? 'Cause everything is better, baby, when you love me right. Yeah. You're still the one that makes my heart skip a beat every time I see ya.
And you're still the one that makes me
Laugh till I cry, I can't deny it. You got to love me right, hold me tight all night. Can't you see I'm lonely? 'Cause everything is better, baby, when you love me right, love me right. You got to love me right, hold me tight all night. Can't you see I'm lonely? 'Cause everything is better, baby, when you love me right. Everything is better, everything is better, baby, when you love me right. You got to love me all night, yeah. You got to love me right, hold me tight 'cause everything is better, baby, when you love me right. One more time, you got to love me right. Hold me tight all night. Can't you see I'm lonely? 'Cause everything is better. Everything is better.
Everything is better.
'Cause everything is better, baby, when you love me right.